Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Zelda Classics Randomizer Maxi. I am Nitro6003, and in our last video, we got ourselves started here in this long adventure towards, in Randomizer Maxi, the last of the hero, the Matthew Blue Fox quest. There are a couple of other randomizers that we're going to do also, but we'll get to those at a later date. We have picked up a candle, we have picked up the flute, we have picked up our first magic container, which is always good to note. I'm pretty positive that that will be a good addition, and this is a traditional secret here. Just 10 rupees, but it'll be it's not the small amount, the quantity of rupees that counts. All right, so we're gonna pick up a couple of things in this cave here. We're gonna pick up our first super bob and our first magical shield. I do want to take note to the blue fairy. It is that is the health fairy and not the magic fairy. The magic fairy is green, and the so that's just something you have to be aware of. All right, so just killing some more of these guys here. There is our portal to Laurel. Not a pleasant place to be, not an easy place to be at all. And again, you know, this is why having the wand is good, but having the melee of the wand is actually better than good, because it works regardless. So, alright, so here in Laurel there are 7 items here as well, and again, just like we did in the other overworld, we will do here. We're gonna go into the E here momentarily. And again, just trying to get all these screens down to one enemy if possible, because again, what I want to be able to do is get an easy access to the fairy fountains, especially early in the game. It is really imperative that you get that. Alright, so we're going to move right along here. Again, trying to get as many of these screens down to one enemy as possible. I wish they would save some of these clocks for Wizard rooms, but that is not unfortunately sometimes the case. Alright, so this is again a pretty hard screen here, one that you should definitely try to get down to one enemy as fast as possible. And again, you see here the Octoroks. And one of the cool things about fairy fountains in this quest over the other randomizers is that they fill up all of your magic and stuff like that as well, and your health. So now we have a clear path to the fairy fountain in Laurel, which is always good. So one of the things we would like to find in a perfect society in any randomizer is the raft, the ladder. There's items on there as well, so we really would like to find the ladder as quickly as possible. It doesn't always happen, but the raft, the ladder, those items are crucial, and the bow and the arrow as well. Again, I'm gonna get this screen down to one enemy, and then leave it alone for the remainder of the quest. There we go. And again, it is what it is. Yeah, see, these Octoroks do 1 heart of damage, so they're dangerous. So you want to be careful. Alright, always try, again, if you could try to leave one enemy on the screens, it would really be to your benefit, as we are trying to now save up for other items. Alright, so into the next one, level 1, which is the E, of course. And this level is not too hard compared to its original predecessor. Ow, as I get myself pretty beaten up in that first room. And I'm gonna be a little more careful here now. I was definitely not being careful. in that first room. So we gotta be a little more careful here, because again, these enemies hurt. So there we go. We got our health back. That was good in that room. That is where we'll get our compass shortly. There's the first instance of item bubble and regular bubble. So just be aware of that. Alright, so I'm going to take advantage of that. And actually, the bubbles will prevent respawn in that room, so that's always good. Here in this room, you just have some simple Zols here. You can use the wand until you run out of wand blasts. That's what I usually do. And again, there is 5 rupees in here. We'll be coming back here in a moment to grab it. The first item is actually in the room above that, and we'll get that in a moment. But first, let's kill the Dodongo. And Dodongos only give you 2 bombs back. They do not give you the 4 bombs that you're used to, so just be aware of that. And because of piercing sword beams, the creators have taken out that can only hit 1 enemy. So you'll see in the next room that we go into that I want to show this off early, is that, see, the sword does nothing to the Moldworm, but the wand does. The physical sword can harm multiple pieces of it, but same thing with the wand essentially. But again, the blasts themselves and the beams can only harm parts of it because of piercing sword beams, which you get throughout the whole quest. All right, ooh, there's our raft. That's a great item to see. And again, picking up a magic shield as early as possible is really important in this quest. You really don't want to be too long without a magical shield if possible. Again, it is so important to have. And again, there should not be enemy respawn in this room because there are bubbles. Never thought I'd be happy to see a bubble. Alright, in this room we'll take out the 1 enemy to get to our compass. And then just, there's only just money here. If you want to grab it, go for it. I will. Again, because right now money is a little tight on the wallet. We haven't seen any wallet upgrades just yet. We will. So here in this room, the Gorias, just be careful. But again, if you can learn that half sword trick, half tile trick, it'll make your life so much better in the bubble world, and I mean in the world in general. So yeah, just try it as quickly as possible. And there is our arrow, which is great to see there. Another thing you want to be note of here is that you need there's certain parts of the quest that are harder than others. And again, like as I said, the kitty gloves come off pretty quickly here in this quest, so just be aware of that. You know, I mean, as you can see, Laurel is not an easy place to be, but we have already picked up a couple of items here, which is really nice. And here you can already see upgraded wall masters and and bubbles as well. So just be aware. Oh, hello. Am I gonna kill those wall monsters? Yes, I am. I don't think I can grab that. Oh, I can. Unfortunately, I had to use both of those things to get that guy out of there. Obviously, we know the boss is Aquamentus, so just be aware of that. Oh, goodness gracious. Get me up. Okay, so again, with the Aquamentus, with the magical shield, we can at least get ourselves in quickly as we pick up a magical container and another. Oh, that's the peril scroll. That's good. And get ourselves out of here and use our whistle to whistle back to the start. And I see that the whistle doesn't quite take as much magic. So what we're gonna quickly do before we go on to our next level is pay a quick trip over to the fairy fountain, which should be a easy trip, because again, we left one enemy on each and every one of these screens. I think the only thing that could have been better would be to have the boomerang at this point, but we're gonna take ourselves up to the fairy fountain, and this is why I did that. Again, just to allow for that. So we're gonna again whistle back to the start, because we do need to be in Hyrule for level 1-3. So we'll do that next. We'll see how much time we have to see if we can do 1-4 as well, but we'll see as far as that's concerned. But again, we're gonna go over to the next part, which again is 1-3, and can't get the items on the ladder location yet, so don't know what that is. Don't really want to look until I can get it. And again, you see we have a clear path to the fairy fountain, which is really, really good. I don't really want to be wasting my magical wand at the moment, but I do want to at some point get this screen down to 1, but we'll worry about that later. And the same thing with that, but I'll wait till we have a better sword and more magic to do that. But this screen we can do. This is relatively easy, just Tektites here, level 2 Tektites, which in the normal game would be fine, but in this one, not so much. Alright, so this is where level 1-3 is. This is where the Triforce is. Again, if you've played the original games, all these dungeons have not changed. The only thing that's really changed is there's been a couple changes to them. Obviously, items were added in certain places. Keys, I believe, are the same. If memory serves correct, I have not played the original quests in quite some time, so I don't quite remember if they were the same, but again, it's really not a problem. This level should be pretty self-explanatory. It's really not till you get to the harder levels that you should have any problems with this at this point anyway. But they do add some Garayas here, some Gibdos here rather. There is our first key that we do need to get. And by the way, just to show it off, not that it is relevant here, but you should always check for movable blocks. Anywhere where the block is movable. And this level especially, you definitely want to have a magical shield from here on out. And if you get it eaten, I would highly recommend going and get a new one as fast as possible. So again, what are we still looking for as far as this quest is concerned? Is we are looking for a couple of things, obviously, to have the basic items. We still need the power bracelet. We still need, so here is your level 1 Dark Nuts in this quest. And again, you really want to be moving around in a room like this. You don't want to be standing still. Just 2 wooden sword shots will take these guys out. And the reason I'm not using the wand is because, again, I don't want to waste my blasts when I know that they're so little. And here is Spin Attack. Which gives me like kind of a mock woodens, a mock white sword. So now I can kill the Zolls in one hot shot if I want. Alright, so now we're going to move on up here, and again, I find personally that you know, the best way for you to go about this quest is really just get your basic items as quickly as possible, bow, you know, all those things, and then once you have those, it should be pretty straightforward from there. All right, so oh, we don't have the key, which was in the other direction. All right, so we will have to come back, unfortunately, because the key is the other way. I always forget that. But I might as well, yeah, and killing these Vire bats are not as quite as important as other. And again, this is just an easy room here, and just, I believe this is where the map is. Yep, this is where your map is. So we will have to come back across these rooms here to go up to get to the boss key, because I always forget that I'm supposed to go to the right first. But these are short levels, so it's not as crucial. It's when the longer levels come that you really don't want to make these kind of like little mistakes. And again, I don't even consider this a mistake. It is what it is. And you also will not start receiving you'll start receiving magic drops as soon as you get your first magic jar. And in this case, we have 2 of them, which is really far better already. And I think having double magic, which I will probably get shortly as well, would be quite helpful. You're wondering why we have 2 candles. Well, one you can use once per screen, and when we find the red candle, that'll be what it is. So you see here we have regular dark nuts, the original level 1 dark nuts, and again, try to use your slash to your ability. I find that if you're moving around, if you are lucky enough to start with a hammer, this is so much easier, you know, because you can break their shields. But again, we don't know when we'll get that. There is at least 1 hammer, 2 hammers in this quest, so something to look forward to. And ooh, there's the letter. That'll allow us to buy potions. So that's good. I think, again, I know Matt leaves his files open, so if anyone wants to look at where everything is, you are more than welcome to do so. Again, I will have to kill all these enemies again, because you'll see you'll get these bigger things. So you can always check where all the items are. And actually having the peril beam is not a bad thing. I don't think we're going to get to level 1-4 in this part. I'm going to have to wait till the next part. But we'll definitely do 1-4 and 1-5 in the next part for sure. Yeah, we're going to run out of time here, unfortunately, for this. So we're just going to move on right on up here. And you do need to kill this Aquamentus here. And it is a Dodongo in this level. So we'll move that over. So now we know we can beat Dig Dodgers. We are 1 item away from being able to beat Goma. And we are getting there. We are moving along nicely here in this quest, despite not having as much on the offensive side yet. But again, we'll get everything 100% as always. All right, so now when you go up here, we will face off against the Dodongo of the level. And again, this level you really should have a magical shield by now. If you don't, you're really setting yourself up for a little bit of a little bit of a disadvantage as we pick up our first bomb bag upgrade. And we pick up yet another hurt piece, so we are one away now from that. All right, so let's see. Now we're going to whistle back to the start. And we will save and quit. I will show that off now, actually, because level 1-4 is the easiest level in the universe of levels to find. It is actually right at the start, and it is actually right above the starting screen. So we'll just take ourselves into that, and again, save and quit here. All right, so join me next time as we take out level 1-4 and 1-5. I'm Nitro6003, and I'll see you guys all next time.